Alright, I'm back. This is another episode of yesterday, and chaotic heart, usual shit. Let's save Henry. Rubble and toys. How boring. You decide not to take anything from here. So we gotta figure out a way to get this revolver. I'm gonna look at it again. I'm not even sure. Oh, it looks like a toy receiver. No matter how much cable you use, it's not going to work. I'm really not sure. Alright, I'm gonna look. Make sure I didn't miss anything. I probably missed something, but it's worth a shot. I already looked at that. I'll try doing this again. You'd take the trench coat if it were black, but it's not. Maybe there's something back here. It's more about the rubble, isn't it? Try to, yeah, okay. That's what I figured. I gotta be missing something. Oh, I am missing something. What is it? You demonstrated that you can move it. Hulk, take a break. Decided not to take anything from here. What's that? Decided not to take anything from here. You're not going to burn this. No, this is how I play video games, guys. Just click on everything until something happens. I have to be missing something. The question is, what the fuck is it? Alright, I gotta go back, because I don't... You won't light the torch again until you leave the station. You're not gonna leave without Henry, so... I'm not gonna leave the station, you said. It'd be great fun to smash the scene to pieces, but it seems like somebody already got to it. Kind of just trying things on things now. You'd smash the mannequin into pieces right now to work off some adrenaline. What if Henry's captors were to hear you? What could I possibly be missing? If you've played this game and you see how dumb I am, then I'm sorry. I apologize. Proof that these hobos are completely crazy. Why couldn't Henry have chosen some other kind of people to help? Grab one of the mannequins. So you grab one of the mannequins and use it as a shield, they probably spot you before you get it. there's clearly something down here I need to do, and I'm missing it. And it's kind of frustrating. Your chances of fixing the telephone with this wire are as non-existent as your desire to try it. Take a second. Imitating a slam dunk, you jump up and grab the hoop, hang from the hoop, which breaks off the column because of your weight. So I'm fat, I got the hoop. Awesome. Okay. Wow, I can't believe I forgot the giant orange thing. You tie one end of the cables to the basketball hoop. Cool. You say careful aim, and this is a horrible idea. Awesome. You feel a strange shiver when you grab the revolver. And all the other kids with the pumped up kicks. When you get up close, you realize that it has several bullet holes in it. Yeah, it's the same thing as before. Oh. A thick iron door. You're able to rip the door off its hinges easily. So that's probably gonna... Yep, okay. You remember the plank you saw at the entrance to the subway car, and... I could probably just jump from there, huh? That's unfair. Cool. And I'm gonna load the gun. You now have a fully loaded gun, be careful. Alright, let's get this shit on. You can fire at the hobo because the other guy has the gun.
Oh, right. Souls from paradise, look all of you upon Henry White, the heretic who
tread on holy ground because he is a scumbag, right, Cooper? Now, what are you gonna do for your friend? Take a piss in the well like a sissy boy? Or are you gonna act like a man for once? Come on, shoot me, you guys.
Holy shit. Cooper's a fucking sociopath.
Henry? There aren't any rats. They were laughing at us. At Henry White.
What are we gonna do with them? Henry, you okay?
We're not gonna burn these ones.
Oh? This is gonna be a really good game. Actually, pretty fucking excited. White Enterprises. In very cool comic book style. Today. I guess...
Mr. White, your 6 o'clock is here. It's John yesterday.
Thank you, Lori. My compliments to your stylist. Great suit.
I picked it out, Mr. White.
Ah, then my compliments to Human Resources for hiring you.
You hired me yourself, Mr. White.
Oh, I see. Tell him to come right in, please.
Mr. White will see you now, Mr. Yesterday.
Thank you.
Come over here, John. Have a look at this sunset. My advice to you is, if in your next life you come back as a filthy rich businessman, remember to get an office with a view like this. It's the only part that's really worth it in the end.
I can't even remember what I've done in this life, Mr. White.
Henry. Call me Henry. You used to call me that.
This game took a very interesting turn.
How is your mother doing?
She has a slight cold. She seems like a good person. She's been telling me a lot about my life, but I can't seem to remember anything about it. Not a thing.
Give her my best. And let me pick your brains for a moment. What has she told you? You never used to talk about yourself in the old days. What has she told you about your likes?
This is strange. She told me that I never liked grapes. But the other day I tried one and it was delicious.
Interesting. To what extent are our likes and dislikes conditioned by our memories? By the way, I love grapes. What do you know about your youth?
I threw myself into my schoolwork. Apparently I'm smart. I have a master's in the history of religion from my mother. She's a worldwide authority on the history of satanic cults. The terrible thing is that I don't remember a single thing I learned in all those years in the university, except what was in the books you sent me in the hospital and what my mother has been telling me.
It's actually really sad having to go through all that schooling and get a master's degree just to lose it all.
Do you have a partner?
My mother says I had a girlfriend a long time ago. Suzanne. Now I'm single, it seems.
What has your mother told you about your childhood?
All there is to tell. Only child, shy, few friends, obedient, athletic. I just wish I could remember.
Everything all right at the hospital?
Yes, of course. Thank you for taking care of the bill.
I
Oh,
didn't
I'm
do
so
it.
nostalgic.
My money did. Sometimes it gets tired of rotting in the bank. Tell me, John, have you managed to remember anything about your past on your own?
No. Well, sometimes I get small flashes of random images, sounds. It's happened 3 times now. Watching a movie, looking at my hand, seeing a bluebird.
Curious, isn't it? Tell me more. What was it you remembered when you were watching that movie?
It took place in Paris. Suddenly, I saw, I don't know, a sort of antique shop. A girl.
Just spill all of the memories to the bad guy. That's a great idea.
What came to mind when you looked at your hand?
Well, it was actually the scar on my hand. The image of a strange person appeared in my mind. Some kind of priest in a church. He was talking about killing someone. Me.
What happened when you looked at this blue bird?
It perched on the windowsill in the hospital. Suddenly I saw myself with a beard and long hair in a blizzard.
Oh,
Interesting.
goodness, John. I haven't even offered you a chair.
Fuck you, Henry.
I'm very sorry for what happened, John. Very sorry. I can't help thinking that it's all my doing.
On the contrary, I've come here to thank you.
And to get some answers, I imagine. What do you want to know?
What connects me to you?
There's a lot, John. You were working for me when you tried to kill yourself. You got too involved in the investigation. You lost your perspective. Lori has the contract, by the way. Ask for her copy on your way out if you want.
Why did you send those books on satanic cults to me in the hospital?
To help your mother re-educate you, and with an eye to a matter that we had between us. One that we still have.
I don't think that really counts if I lose my entire memory.
I want to know who I am.
I'm not God, John. If you want to solve that mystery, go to a church and pray. I can only resolve human dilemmas.
Makes you wonder if somebody loses their memory after signing a contract, are they obligated to fulfill the contract, or are they considered a completely different person? I mean, they don't have the same memories anymore. The same thoughts. I don't know.
What did my investigation consist of?
I hired you to get information about the Order of the Flesh, a satanic cult from the 15th century, in the hope that this would help us trap a present-day killer. My own investigation wasn't going anywhere.
What had you discovered before hiring me?
The Order of the Flesh was founded in 1463 by an ex-priest named Ginés de Orduña.
Interesting.
What was the Order of the Flesh about?
We know very little. They worshipped the devil and combined alchemy with torture in search of God knows what, until the Inquisition began to persecute them.
Yes, the Inquisition. Was the Grey Warden there to help? No. I just got that game. I'm pretty happy about it.
Did the Inquisition put a stop to the Order of the Flesh?
In 1498, when it seemed like Cardinal Cisneros, the Grand Inquisitor, had them cornered, they disappeared from the map. They evaporated. No one knows how or to where.
What did I find out?
You started doing some research in the archives at the University of Salamanca in Spain, and you found something curious. A missive from the guard Captain Miguel de Somosierra to Cardinal Cisneros, written on the 31st of August, 1501.
What did the letter say?
He stated that on that very morning his troops had traveled to the temple where they suspected the order was meeting, that they went in and interrupted a demonic ritual, that they killed all its members without mercy, and that finally they burned the church, reducing it to rubble and the ashes of satanic cadavers.
I learned a lot. I am a very good investigator. Good job, John, yesterday. Yeah. Their dead eyes kind of creep me out.
The letter didn't say anything else?
Yes, the captain congratulated him for the tip that led them to the temple. Literally, he said, "Thankfully, Your Excellency saw the relationship between the Order of the Flesh and the Holy Cathedral of Our Lady of Paris that led us to reveal the evil in an apparently holy church."
What relationship is there between Notre Dame and the Order?
That was
Notre
the
Dame.
next and final step in your investigation. Paris.
What did I find out in Paris?
I don't know. You disappeared there for 15 days. When you finally called, you were very distressed. You told me that you found something very important and that you couldn't tell me over the telephone. So I flew to Paris.
And
Why didn't I
shot you
tell
in the
you what I
face.
found out?
Because when I arrived at your hotel, you had attempted suicide. You were dying. You had swallowed mercury. Plus, you had cut your hand, drawing the symbol of the Order of the Flesh on your skin. It looked like a Y.
How did you know it was a suicide?
You left a note. Forgive me, Henry, but to get to the bottom of this, first I must die.
Huh. I wonder if I intentionally did this to myself.
Tell me about this killer.
He's been killing hobos for years. First he only burned them, but then his modus operandi evolved.
Oh, fuck you, Henry.
How did the hobo killer evolve?
He stopped burning his victims and started torturing them using satanic rituals.
What led you to link him to this cult?
At a certain point, he started carving a sort of Y into the bodies of his victims, the symbol of the Order of the Flesh.
Why are you so interested in capturing him?
For a time, I worked as a volunteer in an NGO called the Children of Don Quixote. They help the homeless. Over the years, I stopped working with them because there's something that can help them more than I can. My money. It's been covering all their expenses since my parents died and I took over White Enterprises. I'm not going to allow anyone to keep attacking these people, John. And you're going to help me.
This guy's money, money, money. That's all he ever talks about.
Why did you hire me?
I hired your mother first, John. But after a while, she came to a dead end. I didn't know where to go from there. She said that if anyone could get further, it would be you. Now you know everything, John. Talk to Lori.
Have her give you your tickets.
What tickets?
Ah, did I forget to mention that? You're leaving for Paris this afternoon. That's okay with you, right?
Yeah, Henry. I need to know who I am.
Exactly, John. Your father would be proud of you.
Okay. That seemed a little weird to me.
He just went in.
You're sure the suite does not bring back any memories, Monsieur Yesterday?
No, I'm sorry.
Dommage. Well, call me if you need anything at all. Dinner with adult entertainment. You get my drift? Blonde, brunette, bald, black, white, young, oldies, sex spots, fat ladies, dwarves, hussies, spinsters, natural, surgically enhanced, clean, or filthy. And 10% discount if I get to watch. Okay?
Thank you, Albert. I'll keep it in mind.
While you're getting settled in, you notice something strange in the room. You can't put your finger on it, it's just a strange sensation. Alright, well with that little tidbit of information, I can get a prostitute. That's lovely. At least they're friendly here. I guess I'll end this episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time the next episode. Yeah.